Hey everybody, it's Leon, aka Daddy Fat Snaps, and today I'm going to tackle a subject involving something I haven't made a video about. It's covering Titan loadouts. I'm not going to tackle them in a traditional way, going through specific weapons. I want to make these videos focused on individual game modes. Um, and kind of coming together with the loadouts to help you be the most successful in each respective mode. So in this video we'll be covering modes in which killing the pilot is the objective, aka pilot hunter, marked for death and attrition. The problem I run into when attempting to create a loadout focused on taking out pilots and infantry is that it gets wrecked when enemy titans get dropped. For example, my ideal loadout for killing pilots would be a strider for map quickness, chain gun with extended mags for accuracy, the vortex shield or smoke to either block incoming damage or deny rodeos, and dash quick charger and big punch for what ends up equaling basically unlimited mobility, which is awesome. Obviously, if you're trying to find pilots, it's Titanfall. It's a lot of parkouring, a lot of movement. So in order to keep up, you want a build that's going to be able to do that. This build is definitely not a tank by any standards, but it is a beautiful loadout for giving pilot nightmares. So how do we make a loadout that can hold its own against the big boys and still give night terrors to enemy pilots? Okay, I'll show you. This is at least what I'm using. Now keep in mind, all skill levels vary, and I'm sure there's people out there that can goose pilots with plasma railguns without batting an eye. But this guide is simply what I believe to be the best pilot killing loadout that doesn't sacrifice your ability to take down a Titan. So first things first. The Atlas is what we'll be using for this build. Now, as everybody's figured out, this is the most balanced Titan of the three and offers you mobility that can take a punch. Secondly, we'll be using the chain gun with extended mags. Now, I know some will argue that the arc cannon is the best infantry / pilot destroyer, and as my favorite Titan weapon, I had to sit down and think about this one. It came down to two things. One, its range is unlimited, so if you can see it, you can shoot it. Sometimes those pilots can be tricky, and threading the needle across the map is, it's always possible with the chain gun. That's what makes it amazing. And two, its ability to fire immediately and consistently is the perfect counter to the game's parkour. We all miss shots now and again, but the chain gun, allows a mulligan when needed. And, all you need is a split second to put them down. The tactical ability is going to be Vortex Shield. These rampages you go on are going to make a lot of pilots pissed, and the best way to kind of protect yourself on the move is the shields. Smoke is great, but it limits you to stay in one spot and doesn't offer any protection from direct fire. And particle wall is amazing, but doesn't really leave you room for freedom of movement, which is something that you'll constantly be doing, when you're hunting down your next victim. Next, I have the multi-missile ordnance. This has amazing synergy with the vortex shields and will keep you dealing out damage 90 to 95% of the time. And the trick is this: I try not to fire any missiles until I pull up my vortex shield. And as soon as I do, I start firing each missile off individually to keep the damage on the enemy Titan. Now, there's a reason why I fire them individually. I kind of just tap the right bumper, tap, 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 tap. One of the main reasons is I found when I try to hold them all and send them all at once, if somebody else has vortex shield or particle wall, you lose all of it. They can either catch it or the damage just goes nowhere. If I'm kind of tapping it as it goes along, I can make sure that each one of my missiles that I'm shooting out are hitting him, and if he does put up something that, like a vortex shield or particle wall, I can put up my vortex shield and negate whatever damage he's going to do as well. This allows me to protect myself, make them use all of their ammo stores, and then also at the same time continue to dwindle their health. It's a win-win-win situation. As soon as you can find some cover or they reload, you do the same thing and rinse and repeat. It's as simple as that. For my tier 1 kit, it's a toss-up. If I want to play more aggressive, then I can go ahead and go with fast autoloader, keep damage on them, keeps it so that I can allow my missiles to be ready whenever I need them. No stress, don't have to worry about it at all. It's just sitting there waiting for me to go. Or I will use a tactical reactive reactor, excuse me, to play more defensively and keep my shields up as long as possible. It really just depends on how you're feeling today, people you're playing. I kind of leave that one up to you. Those are the two I would recommend, though. And the Tier 2 kit ties the whole thing together. It's the Core Accelerator. The Atlas Damage Core can turn any weapon into Thor's hammer, and being able to call upon this more frequently will be the push that you need to take enemy Titans down and get right back to terrorizing pilots. I don't necessarily think you have to use it against pilots, but again, this loadout, it's all about balance. So while the chain gun isn't the most powerful gun, you know, it with Core Accelerator and Damage Core, it's crazy. I'm sure, as you all know, and you can see in the video actually that I posted. That's why I wanted to include this one with the loadout video. Now, this loadout is only as good as you apply it, as how you apply it. You need to be smart. You know, you need to choose your battles wisely and try to outthink and predict your opponent. Chain gun isn't the most powerful weapon, but all of this loadout combined correctly can make for a very hard Titan to take down. So again, I just want to say thank you for watching again. I got some new subscribers. Super excited about that. You know, I'm ready to put out some more videos. I'll kind of just let the rest of this run. Really awesome gameplay. Kind of a really good mix between being a pilot and a Titan. And again, I use the loadout that I just broke down. And you can see how well it does, and kind of holding down both fronts of not only the Titan but taking down pilots as well. So, all right, this is Fast Snaps signing off. I'll be putting something else out. Let me know what you thought of the video and what you want to see for the next one that I put out. All right, you guys, bye. I'm gone. Can't catch you, never see you run away. Tell Papa his son turned out to be a never see you run away. Heartbreak Alley, ripping out the stitches, get 'em out of my way. Heartbreak's got me breaking down the past instead of building today. Building today. Fast instead of building today. Run away, 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 run away. Hey mama, I'm gone. Can't catch you, never see you run away. Tell Papa his son turned out to be a never see you run away. Instead of building today. Fast instead of building today.